Welcome back, people. I just thought I'd do a quick video. It might not be quick, but either way, somebody challenged me to do some art with this thing, which, if you remember one of my videos, it was the Magcon drawing compass tool. My blue stack's still in there. I've got this thing, I've got this thing, I've got the smaller one, and then the bigger one, for which I still don't know what to do with the bigger one or the smaller one, what the difference would mean. But either way, I'm going to leave it on the smaller one because I think that might be a better choice for the thing. I've got choices. I don't see myself using this one, so I'm going to put him back. So here are the three things I'll be using to do this piece of art. Hopefully it turns out good. Either way, challenge accepted. Let's do this. Let's put these out of the way for a second, because my idea is if I can get a nice bit of watercolour paper. Get that up. Remember, I did test, so it does all work. And there's my thing for the map. Okay, there's some runes I did last time, but here on this side, I'm just going to take him out without trying creasing it. I want to take him out so he's flat on the paper. There, we got it. There's a flat piece of paper taken from there. How easy would it be to take that out? Let's have a look. Let's have a little play. Come on now. Come on. I want a nice piece of art. And that way, my idea is that once this is finished, you could perhaps take it into the scanner and then play with it inside, say, Photoshop or other manipulation program, and then create textures from it for your different bits, and also maybe a background to a website, maybe. So that's my idea and my theory. But how are we going to use this tool? Well, the only thing I can think of is an abstract piece. I can get back to using, I think it's that way. Yeah, we're in. Look, it's working. So my idea, it's nice thick paper too, you know, it's like I think 80 or 100 GCM. It does take watercolour quite well, so it might just work this. Well, there's nothing, I'm not doing anything crazy here, people. I'm just going to be putting myself, should I get that tape down? Oh, just draw the circle, man. There's one circle, and then we'll have a circle over here if I can. Yeah. And then we might do a circle with the blue tack. What do you reckon? Would that work? Let me take a little chunk off. I don't mind these things that they overlap, because I'm going to get them to overlap anyway. So let's go put a circle here. That should still work. Let's put a circle between these two. Working a treat. Take him up. No residue. Let's put a circle over here, or try to, that intersects that circle. As long as you've got circles that intersect, it doesn't matter if it goes off the paper or just on the paper, it won't matter. Yeah, we'll put one over here. I want it so that it's nice big one. I don't want it actually a full circle. So you've got a couple there doing that. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can see I've messed up around this area. That won't matter, people. Won't matter whatsoever. I'm going to put a little tiny circle in there. There. Go on. Let me through. Thank you. Just lots of circles. I'm going to put a circle up this corner here, but I want to intersect those circles there. Yeah. Do you know what, people? I think I'm going to call that done. For this tool, I'm happy. So let's take that blue tack off it. As you can see, it's working a treat. Put that with the other blue tack. Yeah. Take that apart. Don't need that no more. And the idea you got here now is because we've got like a gap over here, a little bit of a gap over here, and quite a large gap over here. What we're going to do is we're going to draw from this corner a little wavy line all the way over to this corner here. And I want you to do, then you could do the same from this corner. Okay. And maybe we could create another little corner there that comes off, and then perhaps intersect this corner so it comes over, and then intersect that over so it crosses over that, and maybe on that corner there. Do you know what, people? But then what I'll do is I'll also intersect this bit. It looks like a mess, it really does, but the power's invested in me with, I don't know whether I should use the 0.6 or the 0.3. Let's try the 0.3. Basically, wherever this, if I can zoom in for you people. Where are you? You're on that bit there. Okay. Let's see, for instance, this bit here, right? So let's say this, where this line here intersects with this line here, we're going to do this. We're going to soften that line up a bit. And again, because it's intersecting this line's got to intersect. And then what you do is you spin it round, you bring that line across. Don't worry about it too much. Bring that down to there. You can see now this line intersects this line, and then you do it again. Okay. And you keep going until you've got something that looks like that. And then you just colour this in, all black, all the way around it. Okay. And then when you've done that, all over this thing, you'll end up with like a pattern, an abstract thing. Therapeutic, very therapeutic. I'm going to do this now off camera, all the way across it, and then we'll move to the next stage, which will be colouring or adding some other bits. But either way, I'm now going to complete this all the way across this piece of art. Okay, so that it looks like that all the way across. Some of it might change. You can't see the pattern until you start doing this, and some of the work will be done and decided by you by doing this. So for you, it will be in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, people. Now, here is the finished product. Yeah. Take a look at that. Remember this bit where I zoomed in? Well, that's done. All the segments are done. What we've got to do now is get some watercolour going. I've got these watercolour paints. I know it all works. So, yeah, I don't clean this. I keep it there because I've got this blue anyway. Let me get some water in there. Come on. Come on, get some water in there. I'm going to be using lots of blue. I like blue. I like the colour blue. Oh, got a bit of, it doesn't matter about a different colour. Let's get a bit of this guy going. Come on. There's some blue paint. We're getting some blue paint now. And what we're going to do is basically very carefully colour in with watercolour, carefully, a lovely blue. Now, I don't know what colour we've got here, but hey, let's go for, well, let's go for this nice big, oh, okay. Let's go nice and close to that line as I can. Don't try your best to stay off the line. That's the hardest bit, it really is. But once you've done the first one, you're all in. Try your best to get close to the line, but not over it. If I don't talk, I'm concentrating. Not too bad, that, people. Not a bad colour too. It doesn't matter if it's strong at one corner or thing. Your aim here is to get some colour into that segment. Okay. Now then, let me just turn that round. And there should be plenty there to cover all this. Now that's pretty nifty. It's a nice brush, this. It's a very nice brush. It's my most expensive brush out of all my brushes. But there we go, people. Yeah. Now I've got my brush is a roundy, a number 8 round brush. It's a lovely brush. It's done so much for me. But let's clean that off. Let's at least show you one more colour. Let's go for that dirty orange there I've got. Let's get some water in there, get it going. Should be okay. Yeah, I'm game for that, people. No need to dip. Why not? It's a good way of getting your excess paint reactivated and get it in there. Oh, I don't mind that colour. It's like a pinky thingy colour. I'll take that. Probably a bit less water. Come on. Hey, I'll have that. That's not bad, that. I'll move in that way so I'm turning round. Hope you can see that. Once you've done this all the way around, we then start the shading, and we go to make it like a 3D effect on it. So I think I'm happy with that, people. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That'll do. So we're going to go for nice light colours all the way across it. You can choose the colours, but just not black, because you've got the black already in there, and that's the defining colour for the segments. It's going to be an abstract piece. That's what it's meant to be. It's also helps with mental depression and other things, and this is why I do it. So yeah, that Magcon tool to form the circles worked a treat. Now for you, it's going to do in 3, 2, 1, but I'm going to now complete this with yellows, blues, oranges, purples, all different kind of colours. So for you, when you come back, this will be complete and all done, ready for the next stage, which will be a shading to pop that black up to give it that 3D like shadow effect on the inside of this part of the segment. So hopefully you're enjoying this, and you stick around, because in 3, 2, 1 this will be complete and we'll do the shading. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, people. There it is. I like it. I do like it. It's just this bloody blue bar over. I didn't want it that dark. So what I'm going to do is get me a big brush, get a bit of alright kind of water on it, just bring it across. Hopefully with this tissue I can bring some of the blue paint off to make it a bit lighter. Probably a bit more though. Yeah, probably a bit more water. Go on, get some water on it. Try not get it everywhere. Too bad. Try and get some water in. I don't want it going over into the yellow. Do you know what I mean? Come on, get some water then. That's it. Whoa. Come on now. I don't mind that now. That's a bit better. That's better. Get out of it. Yeah, that's a bit better. Not much, but a bit, with a bit of shading. You've got to wait now. Well, I've waited, but you have to wait till this is completely dry before you move on to the next stage. The next stage is shading. Now, if I can show you this, We'll do it on this blue section here. I'll try and zoom in and see if we can gauge on that. So look. So you see where this, you're not going to shade above this line here. You're not going to shade above this line. You're going to shade like inside this line. Try and get as much shading as you can underneath this line to give it like a shadow. Yeah, and that's what you're going to be doing all the way around. Try your best to get it curving around the bottom of this line. And it's basically pencil. I mean, you can go pretty dark under that line. Do you know what I mean? And again, inside here, nice and dark. What you're going to do then, when you've got some shading in, I'll show you this now. Try and not leave any gaps there, so it at least shows you that. You could even go a bit darker here. Go a bit darker over here. Okay, make sure you go. Try not to go over the line, of course. That's not too bad. And then go nice and light under it. Go nice and light now. And hopefully, if I've done this correct, yeah, come off it a little bit. It won't matter. Just go nice and dark on the line itself, just under it. And then go nice and light. Then with your finger, yeah, your finger, you're going to smudge it a little bit. You're going to smudge it and try and keep it inside this thing, inside its little segment. Okay? And you're sort of blending it in at the same time. If you need to add a bit more, you can. But basically, once that's been done, you've got this like shadow effect underneath it. And we're going to do that all the way across it. And hopefully, I mean, yeah, your finger does get a little bit of stuff on it. I think it could go a bit darker. I think it could go a bit darker underneath it. And then I'll just smudge that in again. Try that again. Not too bad. Yeah. It's your piece, it's yours. You know, you can do what, however you want it to look. Okay, be careful that your finger doesn't get a bit burned. It might feel a bit warm if you keep doing it. But essentially, once you've done that all the way over, it will have this like gradient effect coming on the down. So the next one down would be this one here. Okay, on the yellow. Okay, go nice and dark under the line. And then what you'll do is bring that around. You're going to change that round anyway. As long as it's on the underside of the line, it goes nice and dark. Bring that over to that corner there and just around. That'll do. And then a nice light shading around here. Hopefully this will start to look the way that I want it to, with like a bit of a drop shadow. That's what we're trying to aim for, or a gradient of some kind. Okay, nice and light. I've gone dark already. Okay, now we're going to give that pencil, that finger a go. And that sharp line. If you see sharp lines, yeah, you can go into the quadrant a little bit, into the section. Not too bad. Not too bad, that. Bit of a sharp line there. Try and get rid of that sharp line. Yes, my finger's getting a bit warm at the moment. But essentially, if you do that all the way across it, you get this like effect between the thingies. So I'm going to do that all the way over this. And you can see now the colours, the colour effect I'm getting with this. Let me just pan out a little bit. I'm going to do that all the way over in all the quadrants, and then we'll have the grand reveal. That's basically the two. Is it a 6B pencil? Why not use it again? I use it for calligraphy and bits and bobs, so why not use it again for this purpose? If I can bloody find the bloody thing. Luckily it's a pencil, not a bloody pen. Yeah, 6B. So that's my 6B straddler. I'm going to use that all the way across it to give it this like gradient effect. Let me try and hold it up. You can see it now, can't you? Try and angle that light over so you can see it better anyway. Hopefully. Yeah? Can you see that two-tone effect with the thingies against the starkness of the colours here? We've got this gradient effect. Either way, people, I'm going to get on with that, and in 3, 2, 1 this will be finished and we'll have a review of it. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, people. Yeah, it's been a bit of time, this has. Woo. But I've done it, it's finished, and here we go. When you finish doing the shading with pencil, just on the top bits of it, like I said before, you turn up with this. I kind of like it. It's got like a lovely little like dark texture just to these top bits. Remember that first bit where I did the first bit? There it is. You can see it's got like a dark shading. Yeah, I've gone a bit AWire on some of these bits. I tell you what, even if you do go AWire on it, it still looks kind of good. Don't forget, like, yeah, a bit dark there. Look at that darkness there. So you still got your still get dark pencil. But yeah, not bad, people. I like it. And I can scan this in and then zoom in on a square. Do you know what I mean? So imagine that being cut off as a square thing around this. How can I symbolise that? I don't know what to do with my scissors. Where's my scissors? Here they are. Okie dokie. Where's my piece of paper? Any old piece of paper will do. We won't use that, do we? This will do. Won't it? Let's have a look. Hang on, people. Hang on. What have we got here? That'll do. That'll do. I think I'll use this. I'm not keeping this. This is only a tester. So if I cut out, say, on this square, right, and I cut out a tiny square here as a viewfinder, try and make it as square as possible. Okay, it might come out oblong actually, but it won't matter. It won't matter. But imagine this then sitting on top, and then your viewfinder will see this. That's what I'm thinking. And you can cut that out and then move your square around and stop, and you've got a new picture. Every place you stop, you've got a new picture. Or you could even go that way and go, do you know what? I like that individual. I like this. And that's the idea. You're going to scan this in and then Photoshop it, bits and bobs, or use GIMP, etc. And then you've got a chance then to manipulate it, add filters, and do funky things with it. So if you want to try one of these projects and then take it to the computer and scan it, you can do. If you want me to show you my endeavours, the bit after this, then put it in the comments and I'll do it, by all means. Yeah. And then, yeah, I'm looking forward to taking this to the computer and manipulating it and taking chunks out of it. I kind of like this idea here. Plus, well, this is my idea, what I saw. Just how these two lines look. If you imagine that being a banner to the back of a website, I think it'll look kind of cool. Just about there. Yeah, I like it. That could be a banner to a website, just this bit and that bit, do you know what I mean? This light blue and the yellow. And then filter it, give it a filter, colour filter, whatever. And I think it could work. So if you've enjoyed this, hit me a like, and I'll see you in the next project. This was using, of course, this Magcon drawing tool, doing the circles and then watercolouring and things. So I think I've achieved the challenge, and I hope the guy who challenged me to do some art with this thing appreciates it and likes it. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Thank you.